Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where it is my opinion, or no opinion at all. Scottalicious McFabulous here, and I hope that you are feeling Percy. And today we are going to be looking through the latest sales at some of our favorite handbag brands, including Coach, Kate Spade, Longchamp, and Marc Jacobs. But we're going to be looking for sales because it seems like during this recession, sales are a dime a dozen these days. So I wanted to go in person, investigate the best sales going on currently, and whether or not if we can still find good sales during a recession. It's supposed to be a little lighthearted joke, but anyways, let us dive into today's Mega Shop With Me trip.
I almost forgot.
First up on today's chopping block is going to go to the little 60% off sale items in Marc Jacobs, because they do have a couple good things. First off being the mini dual bag and the beautiful Napa yellow. When I tell you, I still like these bags. Like, I know I don't really unbox bags anymore or anything, but I'm telling you, for 60% off of $4.65 Canadian, I like the bag still. It's been a couple years now, and I still really enjoy this bag. So I almost had to grab it, but I tend to have a lot more self-control nowadays. So I passed on it for now. It's beautiful, and I like it. And then they also had the metallic ones. 60% off. I think it still would have been like $175 with tax or something like that. But which is a really good deal. Do not get me wrong. But for me right now, during these tough times, aka, recession, it feels a lot easier to say no to these items right now. Not only have we all been burned by most of these brands, but it's just, in the current climate of things, it's just a lot easier for me to walk away from this stuff. And I hope it is for other people as well. But those were very, very tempting. And something you don't always see is the straps. Black metal, and then like a really nice chunky silver. That's 60% off. So that's actually not too bad. I'm not mad at that. $5.65 for these outlet bags, though. That's kind of where we kind of go into is that really a good sale? It's just outlet, made for outlet. It's made to be at 60% off. You know what I mean? To where those mini dual bags are made to be sold at that higher price point. And you can just tell infinitely by the difference in materials. You know what I mean? That yellow Napa leather is beautiful, and I've always really liked it. So, and the fact that those bags in specific, or I should say at least the yellow one, it did have a leather lining. So that's always a bonus for me. That's always a bonus for me. You guys know that. It's my favorite one. It's so cute. Let me know if you guys like the mini dual bag as much as I do. Probably not, but let me know in the comment section. And before we head out of Marc Jacobs, I just wanted to show you quickly that there is 30% off of a lot of those retail styles that are still in stock. So sometimes if things don't sell very well, they might make it to that 60% off sale. But most times, not these ones. $530, 30% off. Again, if you're looking for it at a discount, that's great. But this definitely does not make the Scottalicious cut for sales during a recession. It just does not make the cut. I almost wanted to get this chain strap, though. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I was almost bending the knee. I almost bent the knee But I didn't. Girl, it's so cool. It's so punk rock. Marc Jacobs tends to do punk rock, not perfectly, but with his own little gay edge. And I like that. I like it. So for me, I kind of liked the spike strap. It was a hit for me. But 30% off, like, no, girl. No. Nuh-uh. 60% off, maybe, but no. And then we got these bags here. I actually cannot remember the exact name to this bag in specific, but, oh, it's the Christie. I think it's called the Christie. The Christie or the Christina. Something like that. Small satchel. Okay. Like, the leather on it was really soft. Like, I wasn't mad at how the bag was made or anything. It's just, like, the leather, a lot of designer brands try to really push is, like, super soft leather. And, like, that stuff doesn't always hold up very long. Especially with a bag with no feet. That bag needs feet. Now we head out to Longchamp. Good old Longchamp. It's been a while. And they actually got some damn good sales. They don't always get these really good sales, but sometimes they do. So for sale styles, so 50% off of that price as marked. $485, 50% off, $250 probably with tax Canadian. That's really good. That's a really good deal. Some of these bags, like, I personally really like this brand. I know some people think they're very expensive. They are. So that's why I wanted to showcase this 50% off extra sale, because they don't come around very often. Usually you get that little 30% off as you see on the original price tag where it's like slashed out. But when you get those 50% off of the prices marked, it can be a good time. It can be a pretty damn good time. $625, 50% off of that. That's $300 plus tax or something like that. That's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. Again, when I was in here, I was having a really hard time. I kid you not. And do I have the orange one? I can't remember. $765. That one could be priced a little better, but like these are still pretty good sales. The brioche bags. The brioche is probably one I would add to my collection, because like that's something that I couldn't technically create myself, at least not yet. And for like what did that say? $610, $810, regardless, 50% off of that. Are you kidding? If this sale happened on the brioche bag a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I would have like sunk my teeth into it immediately. But again, $525. So that's a lot better of a price for that bag in specific. I think it's called the Amazon. The fact that I still remember all these names is actually kind of incredible to me, because like I barely go to this place. I barely go to any of these stores anymore. But $900. See, the thing is, when you look at how well made the bag is, $900 does make sense. And you get 50% off of that, like, I think it's a good deal. And then these bags in specific I loved the leather on these. The leather on this stuff was really impeccable. Like, I really like the leather on this one. I think it's the Madeline. I couldn't figure out the clasp, but it was a really beautifully well-made bag. Like, I just love the way Longchamp does things, and I really think some designer brands could really take note, coach. But it doesn't come without its complaints, obviously. No brand is perfect in my eyes anymore, so, or ever will be. But these bags are pretty good. I'm happy with them. Like, I'm not mad. You know what I mean? If I walked away with one yesterday, or when I had filmed this shop with me, you wouldn't see me really complaining much. Like, honestly. Yeah, $810 for the giant white. Like, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful bag. I know some people aren't going to agree, which is fine. But I tend to like Longchamp a bit. They have a bit more of a classic style to it, and I really appreciate that. And as a leather crafter, they do a lot of things that I can tell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that goes on with the production of these bags where you're looking at it and you're like, oh, I know what they did there. Or like, I really, really enjoy that because it means it's more handmade than most bags are nowadays. Like every bag is handmade, but like it just kind of shows a little bit more of that character, And I like that. I like that a lot. This bag here was really beautiful. I believe we've seen this one on the channel before, but it's still really pretty. Really funky interior, like leopard. That one was a bit expensive though. I was gonna like, no, I'm good. But leather buttons on the actual bag itself. We love to see it. I hated this one. This is the one I hated the most. Yeah. Oh, Mademoiselle? Is that what it said? Girl, I was close. Mademoiselle. Oh my god, I can't speak. Help me. The Rousseau. I always called it the Rosé. I think it's called the Rousseau. 560. See, that's a good deal too. Especially because like that bag is like sublime. Like it's I love Longchamp. If I were still buying designer bags, I would definitely have picked up or have tried to have picked up one of these for sure. What one? I don't know, but one of them. They're all gorgeous. We got like a cute little crossbody, $425. See, that's a really good deal. A couple $100 for a Longchamp bag, a leather one, not bad at all. But now, we hop into the colorful world of Kate Spade, and this is the only bag charm on sale in the Kate Spade outlet. For the retail charms, that is. Yeah, so this is the retail charm wall. Coach is forcing Kate Spade to do a lot of what Coach does nowadays, and I really fucking hate that, but hey. $155 original price. I picked one up. It was like 70% off, plus an additional 10% off. Girl, I was taking it. Like, I remember wanting that charm specifically, like the sticky situation one, 2 years ago. So girl, the fact that it was even there, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Tons of cute charms, though. Kate Spade does charms very well. And girl, if any other ones were on sale, I would have grabbed them. But they were all full price besides the sticky situation. And then this is retail Kate Spade stuff here. At least I believe this one is. I could be wrong about that one. I'm probably wrong. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure about that, but regardless, these all are 50% off, plus an additional 20 or 25%, plus an additional 10%. Girl, Kate Spade knows how to do a good sale. Let me just say that. Like, Kate Spade outlet really can make you feel like you're spending your money's worth, Sometimes these other stores just don't do good sales, and... Hi, Newton. No, Newton agrees. Newton agrees with me. Kate Spade is the bomb diggity when it comes to handbag sales. Too bad Coach used to be the same, but hey, what do you do? What do you do? And speaking of Coach taking over specific things, they now line their retail, this is the retail, the decoy, or whatever. What is it? The deco. That's a retail wallet, and it is fully lined with pleather. That is a PU material. That is the same PU material. Not the metallic leather. The metallic leather was fine, but like the interior, like navy blue, like that was all pleather. Like, just Coach needs to get out of my face and stop playing with our money, because like it's just starting to really upset me. Like, for those of you who don't know, when I do condemn Coach when it comes to Kate Spade, is because Coach owns Kate Spade, and they make them do a lot of things that Coach does, because it's just depressing. I like this wallet, though. This wallet gives me ideas. I like it. The glitter edge paint, though it could have been better, it was fun. another a deco crossbody convertible, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. But, again, the best sales that we can find, 50, oh, okay, that's not horrible. Actually, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. Considering all the, like, the additional sales on top of it, like, that's actually not that bad. 50% off plus 20%, then plus an additional 10. Not bad at all, actually. That's what I mean. Kate Spade comes in clutch when it comes to these bags. $3.19. See, when I was filming, I wasn't even, like, comprehending the sales. 50% off, $3.19. Plus, that? Okay. Miss Spadey Cadady, I see you. I see you. And then when it comes to outlet-made bags, we got all of this stuff for 70% off, plus an additional 20%, plus the additional 10%. So, all around, really good sales over here as well. I mean, I personally don't gravitate towards made in outlet bags anymore because a lot of them do supplement leather with pleather, and that really does upset me. There's no need for that. But sometimes you can find the diamond in the rough, obviously, but I just wanted to showcase to you, and the sale is still good. That sale is still pretty bomb. It's like a crossbody. Like, that's a really good deal. Coach. Last chance, Coach. Yeah, literally, their last chance. This sale was dire. How long has this soft tabby shoulder bag been in stock? And it's not even on sale. That's the sale price, $480. The beige one here is a little bit more on sale, but, like, these sales are just non-existent. Coach doesn't care that people are in a recession. Coach doesn't really care too much about anything, to be honest, other than forcing I say Gen Z, but it's more Gen Alpha. $288. Mind you, that's what you're getting. It's priced as marked. They have just blown past trying to give people good sales now, you know. But I don't know if anybody seen this breakdown, but I guess millennials, so like people like me and probably a lot of my audience, they shop a lot more, or we shop a lot more at outlet apparently than retail compared to Gen Z. And I'm like, well, duh. You guys are like y'all have like blackballed us. We know where to get our sales. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just change the roots and foundation of the brand itself and expect people to stay aboard. Like, no. And you can tell by the natural grain leather, it just doesn't hold up. Again, this isn't even the worst of the bunch. Like, you know what I mean? This is like this is like an okay played with, like moderately used, still in good condition. But when I was complaining about the Brooklyn, I did complain about the pebbling and the interior. When the interior is already flaking like that on such a thin leather, what comes first? Does the outside wear out first, or is the inside gonna wear out first? That shouldn't be an issue with modern Coach bags, like, at all, period. I know people are gonna say, oh, well, the vintage bags were unlined. Yeah, but they were actually, like, robust, like, thick leather, like, and it wasn't, like, super, nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a night and day difference, and I don't want to even compare a 30-year-old bag to a modern one, you know? Like, obviously, it's going to be better quality. But I just mean, these just aren't good. You know, like, again, and that's not me hating on the slouchy bags. I like a slouchy bag, but it's just not hitting. It's too weak. It's not going to hold up. These all basically, there was no sale sign on any of these. You actually had to ask for every single price on this. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, it was, oh my God. Like, Coach has just gone downhill so much. Like, they're just being so deceptive. They don't tell you pricing anymore. Like, you're not a Rolex. Like, just tell me my fucking price. Like, what am I paying? I shouldn't have to go to an employee every 30 seconds to beg and plead. Oh, how much is this? How much is this? Like, just tell me the price. And stay away from these charms as well. That's all pleather. I'm not even talking about the canvas. I'm talking about, like, the smooth leather, quote unquote. That's all pleather. That's all pleather, baby. Not a single lick of leather on any of that. Just disappointing. And anytime you do see a price as marked, it's basically, that's what you pay for it. You know what I mean? So, you don't even get to see what kind of sale you're getting anymore. Like, nothing. $84. I could barely read what it said. You guys, it's not making any sense to me. Coach needs to do better. They're slowly trickling into Kate Spade, trying to ruin them as well. And it's just like, dude, get out of here. And then you have all these, like, pump articles, all these, like, puff pieces about Stuart Vevers and how great he's doing for the brand. And all I see in my eyes as a Coach fan, not even a longtime Coach fan, mind you. And I just see him ruining everything right before our very eyes. We can go back for the last 3 years and watch all of my Shop With Me trips up until these moments. And it's, like, mind-numbing. You can't... These are, like, basically the only charms on sale at all, period. And they're only 50% off. So you still have to pay $100 for a charm, quote-unquote, on sale. Over my dead body. Like, literally over my dead body. I am over it. Like, that's just disrespectful, in my opinion. And these giant, like, ugly, like, all these crystal pieces. It's just so, like, I feel like I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Like, I do know what I'm looking at, but it's like, this isn't Coach. This is not Coach. This is, like, a bunch of schoolgirls took over Coach and thought it was fun to ruin the brand because, you know, screw the millennials, screw Gen X and whoever else, right? No, I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Sorry, I'm ranting, but every store we were at had at least something good on sale. And this store has, like, nothing. The store literally has nothing good on sale. And you can't even tell, technically, like, it's just infuriating. It is actually infuriating, and they're trying to play in our faces, and I don't appreciate that. They are acting like they are a lot bigger than what they are, and I don't like that. As a consumer, I don't like that, and I'm not going to sit there and say everybody else should stop, but I'm just saying it's not right. And they've even taken away a lot of regular employee discounts and stuff. Like, they've taken away a lot of stuff, and it's just, I think I'm gonna do a video about that.
I don't want to do it. I want to go home. Like, I can't take the pressure of it. But don't you think any job interview...
What say you? Do you think that we can still get good deals, good sales during such tough times such as this recession? I definitely think so. Just depending what brand. And you really gotta look. You gotta look. Which is a little unfortunate. But they're out there. Not very many. And shame on Coach. As always. Girl, I was at the mall for so long. Oh my god. It was fun though, wasn't it? What was your favorite sale? Who do you think did it best? And if anybody says Coach did it best, like, girl, just get out of here. Like, stop lying to yourself, please. Tell yourself the truth. Let the truth free you. I'm not telling you to black pill yourself, but don't hide from the truth. I think probably margins-wise, Longchamp, Kate Spade, and then Marc Jacobs. Because, in that order, Longchamp first, Kate Spade second. Just because, you know, Longchamp bags are so expensive. And, you know, if you are looking for one, it is, and you will have access to an outlet mall like I do. It's... I think so. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And if you want to help me with that pesky YouTube, go rhythm, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends and family. Subscribe if you are new. Ring the bell to be notified of all my future uploads. sicky situation, that's for sure. And if you want to help me in the channel directly, you can always join the group of Fabulites via my YouTube memberships, or you can check out my leather crafting store for handmade, hand-stitched, all of that leather goods. Links will be in the description box below. I love you all to the absolute moon and back, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
Don't believe in you. There can be 100 people in the room, and 99, don't. 100 people, and there can be in one room. You know, there can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you.
I think it was good.
I'm done. No, show's over. Show's over.
See you next Taco Tuesday, bitch.